This video is a bit different to my other ones. Instead of showing my entire journey of getting the Fortnite Platinum, I'm showing how I got the 5 hardest trophies in the game and give you some tips if you want to go for them. To get the 20,000 Miss Monster kills, the best way is doing an AFK endurance mission. The Storm Shield zone to do it in is Kenny Valley, and to find a good AFK base, I just looked one up on YouTube, so I highly suggest doing that. You'll need some strong traps just to make it to high levels, and it does take up to 2.5 hours if you reach endurance level 30, so you can just go watch a movie or do whatever you want while this is going on in the background. It's best to start these next 3 trophies early as possible, otherwise it will be a grind in the future. You can get this trophy grinding out the story of the game because you need to play 1000 missions of play with others. And to do that, what you have to do is go to the question mark on any area and choose what matchmaking you want to do. Quest progression, quick play, or custom. If you're still going through the story, do the quest progression to make it easier for the future. Or if you're done with the story, I suggest going to Stonewood and searching for a custom match, choosing a power level 1 through 3, or power level 3 through 5 to possibly getting into a Save the Survivor missions for another trophy. I have a build on screen right now if you want to copy it, because this build does make it easier for those defending missions. Once you place down this base onto your build to defend, every time one of the Husk walks onto it, they'll take damage and most likely die instantly. For the Guardian Angel trophy, you need to save 10,000 survivors. Each Save the Survivor mission, you can save up to 15 survivors, and there is a quick way of making the missions go faster. First, you need the Xenon bow to do this method. It doesn't matter what power level the bow needs to be, at least if you have one you can do this. So when you find a survivor that's on a car or on a van, you want to go up next to the vehicle and look at where their feet are. And you want to tap the shoot button so you don't use a lot of power in your shot. So the arrow will guide the survivor off the vehicle. After that, the Husk will go after the survivor that's on the ground, but the survivor will be invincible. The only way the Husk can hurt the survivor is if the vehicle that they were on was destroyed. So if you hit a survivor off and the Husk are still attacking the van or car, just kill them and they'll stop. After you knock the survivor off, you can just leave them and go look for other survivors to save, since there is a 30-second period so you can actually talk to them. It'll take a bit to sort of getting used to where to shoot, but once you do it for a while, you'll be a master at it. Now start this trophy as you start playing, as you fully need to explore the map 1500 times. It's best doing this with the previous 2 trophies I mentioned, as you can grind all 3 at the same time. The fastest mission to do it in is to rescue the survivors missions. What I did, because this was actually my last trophy, was try and search for a survivor mission in Stonewood and find an existing lobby to join. If I don't find one, I'll change regions and search again. And sometimes you'll find one and the map is already explored, just leave and search for another game. This is most likely going to be your last trophy, as you need to build 500,000 structures. First, you need to use a ninja build. I'll show what I used on screen. The reason to use a ninja build is so if you fall off while building, you won't take any damage at all. Now the fastest way to complete it is quickly completing all the Storm Shield defenses in Stonewood, so you can unlock endurance mode. After that, load into your Storm Shield and quickly change your combat control by going to settings and add the controller icon. Change your controls to old school so it's easier building. After that, go back to the game and change to building mode and copy my edits on each build. For the wall, make it into an archway. For the floors, remove 2 panels from the left. Leave the stairs as they are and make the roof into stairs like this. So now what you want to do is hold R2 and you want to spam triangle while going forward, just like what I'm doing. And you want to keep going until you can reach the top where you can't build anymore. And when you're there, you want to rotate both of your stairs, so the normal stairs and your roof structures. And you basically just want to do the same thing, hold R2 while spamming triangle and going down. And if you do fall, you won't take any damage, and you can save yourself if you double jump and climb back onto the platform. When you run out of materials, you can just destroy the bottom of your builds and everything will be destroyed and you'll get your materials back. I'll do this for about an hour, which I highly suggest, and I'll quickly save by starting the endurance mission. And after defending and completing the first wave, you can let the Husk attack the second amplifier and destroy it. Now this is the big thing, you cannot lose on the first wave, otherwise you'll lose all your building progress you made in that lobby. And why I suggest doing it for about an hour or just below an hour is because if you stay in there longer, you won't be able to do an endurance mission anymore. Instead, it will be replaced with a war games mission, which is a lot harder to defend and you would most likely lose. So yeah, sadly that's the fastest way to get your building progress up. You can boost with your friends if you want, as their builds also counter your progress. So after completing all the last 5 trophies, you should be rewarded with the platinum to Fortnite.